Hello and welcome. I'm going to show you in this video how to use the high pass filter in Photoshop Elements. So I also did one for Photoshop, and then this is the changes and how to do it in Photoshop Element. They're each a little bit different, although very similar. So the purpose of the high pass filter is that it just helps to kind of sharpen the edges a little bit and make it a little bit brighter and everything. So we're going to start off by okay, so the first thing we're going to do, I was hoping there was a way to duplicate this. Probably just not seeing it. Oh well. Okay, so we're going to right click on this and we're going to duplicate layer from here so that we have two different layers. That way we can add the filter to this one and then adjust as necessary and or discard if we decide not to use it. So now with this top layer, we are going to come down here to the effects, and there's all these different effects that we can choose from, and we're going to choose Other. And then if you hover over these, you can see there's Custom, High Pass, Maximum, Minimum, Offset. We're going to double click High Pass. Now, I had wished then, and I tried to find a way to adjust this, and there's a possibility that in later versions, this is Photoshop Elements 11, that you can adjust the menu settings on this. But I have not been able to find it. If you do know of a way to do this, please email me or message me through the website so that I can update this. Because this really shows to more than I would like. I like it to be a lot more subtle because we don't want to have it pop too much, but I don't know how to change the amount of high pass filter that this setting is giving us. In Photoshop you can do it all different settings, but I haven't quite found that on Photoshop Elements, so if there is a way I would love to know it. But after we've applied this, we can go back down here to layers, and you can see we've got our regular layout, and then we've got this one here that we added the filter to. So now with this one, we are going to just click on Overlay. And at this point, you can see it's pretty bright. If we go back and forth, there is a huge difference. And it's probably more than we would like. Again, part of that is because I wasn't able to get a more subtle filter on that. But one way around that is we can change the opacity to where maybe only 30%. So it still is helping some. Or the other option is to change this to soft light. And again, if we do the eye to show our original to here, and I think in this case that's my favorite one. So yeah, so you can do overlay or soft light, but as you can see, it just without it, it looks fine, but when you add it, it just gives a little more pop. And again, you can adjust the opacity depending on how much pop you want. And that's it. Those are the steps to add that filter, to just sharpen it a little bit before you send off for printing. Thank you for joining me.